What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left to do another shoe review, but what is it going to be today? Well, today we're going to take a look at an Adidas performance shoe that's actually an Adidas retro performance shoe that also is, you want to look at it as is also like, Kobe shoe. So there's that. Yeah, let's take a look at a Star Wars Adidas shoe today. So, difference with this box right here. You got the Adidas Performance logo instead of the Adidas Originals logo. These are going to be the Adidas Crazy One Star Wars, which I also kind of call the Darth Vader colorway, and you'll see why here in a second, but let's look at this. This is one of the pairs where it gives you a little small cardboard or a little like holographic thing. I'm not sure that's for everybody's pair. I just know that my pair came that way. As you can see, it switches in between from the Adidas logo to Star Wars and Vader's saber and then Luke's saber. So it's pretty cool. And on the back here it says, no weapon is more recognizable than the lightsaber. Each lightsaber is crafted to help the Jedi who wields it protect peace and justice in the galaxy. Like a Jedi's lightsaber, Adidas basketball signature shoes are designed for the players who wear them. In this way, each shoe is an extension of the player's skill set and unique abilities. You have chosen yours, and the shoe in this box are created to help you master your destiny. May the Force be with you. Very cool. So also on here, on the back, you'll see Kylo Ren's lightsaber here. You have, this is, that's Yoda's lightsaber, Vader's lightsaber, Mace Windu's lightsaber, Darth Maul's, and then Luke's Return of the Jedi. So, and then Luke's, or Anakin's, so we'll look at that again. Kylo Ren, Luke, or Anakin. You have Return of the Jedi Luke, you have Darth Maul. Over here you have Mace Windu. You have, I just said which one that was. Oh, it's Vader's, and then the top you have Yoda's. So it's very kind of cool, all the little extra pieces of detail they did on here. The wrapping paper for these, I didn't show this in the other pair, but this is the same for, I think it's the same across. No, it's not. So only the lightsaber pairs have this. The wrapping paper is more diagrams of lightsabers. So you got like kyber crystals and things like that there too, which I think is another really neat little entry piece there. And then it has this other bit of text in here, which is, it's about a lightsaber, so I'm going to read that to you as well. They also using the whole rebel against tradition, which I believe was the whole tagline for a lot of this collab. With the press of a button, a humming beam of energy appears as a solid, bright core of light, radiating a haze of color. No weapon is more recognizable than the lightsaber. Over thousands of generations, Jedi Knights carried lightsabers in their quest to protect peace and freedom in the Galactic Republic. A lot of it's cut off, so that's fine. If you see me guessing, that's what I'm guessing. The Sith, a dark offshoot of the Jedi, also wield lightsabers. In the hands of the Sith, a lightsaber is mostly used for attack, domination, and execution, rather than defense. At the heart of every Jedi lightsaber is a kyber crystal found on several planets, most notably the icebound caves of Ilum. This lightsaber is attuned to the Force and connected to a Jedi Knight on a deeply personal level. In this way, a lightsaber is an extension of a Jedi's Force awareness. It's pretty accurate. I mean, that's actually like really spot on. So yeah, let's take a look at these Crazy Ones. Now the Crazy Ones, people will know this as, this was a shoe that Adidas now retros and calls a Crazy One. That was originally Kobe's shoe. And so this colorway here I think is pretty cool. Because it's got the black and red colorway. As you can see on the upper, you have this printing on here that's meant to kind of look like Darth Maul's. I take it as trying to look like Darth Maul's marks on his skin. And then inside the lining for the shoe, you have all like just in different text and fonts, Rebel Against Tradition and Star Wars, and I think that's all like word-wise that they have in there, and that's all. As you can see here, just on the lining, it's all just kind of mixed in there, and how they have how that's been printed onto the material inside there, which is cool. On the tongue, you have the Imperial logo, which is very cool. It's one of the reasons too why I call this the Darth Vader pair as well, because when you flip this around on the back side of the tongue, you have like Vader's little box on his chest, which is very, very cool. and a nice little attention to detail piece. You have another, you know, lace jewelry with the Star Wars here as well, which is very nice. And then on the other side, I believe it's the exact same setup. It is. You have the Imperial logo on the tongue, and then you have Vader's logo, or Vader's chest box down the side, which is cool. The traction on here is a herringbone. I've never played in these. I've heard from different people that some people like them, other people hate them. I've never played in a pair, and I'm not sure if this will be a pair that I'll play in, but I mean, Kobe seemed to do fine in them when he was wearing them. So, you know, you take that as you will. But they're a little bit, and I think like, you know, Nick Young has played in them, and then I also know like Iman Shumpert, I think, played in these for a while too. So the, you know, crazy ones are a pretty cool shoe. They're in the same Vans like the Crazy 8s, which was another pair of shoes that Kobe wore. And in all honesty, I'd have to look up. I forgot what the original name of this shoe was. Hold on. So after doing a little bit of quick research again, because I hadn't looked up anything about these shoes, when they originally released in a long time, I used to know these were the original, the Adidas, the Kobe's, I believe. This was a shoe that was the first one before the Kobe 2s, which was the one that was very similar in shape but even more weird looking. They're meant to like the Audi TT Loadster. I'll overlay an image of that here too, so you guys can kind of see where it's at, or where the similarities kind of fall in with that. But yeah, this shoe was what he wore when he won his first championship, I believe, too. So, you know, some cool and fun facts there with that. And yeah, this shoe, I mean, I think it's a very interesting looking shoe, and I think this colorway looks dope, and I think it's a nice addition to this whole Star Wars lightsaber collection. So with that being said, you know, I think it's just, you know, a dope way to kind of implement the colorway on the shoe, and then to implement the Star Wars inspiration on there. You know, some would say that they could have went further, and they could have, but you know, there's something to be said about having subtlety while also being very heavy-handed in terms of your design, in my opinion, and in terms of how the shoe looks, to still give the connection of, oh, this is a Star Wars shoe. Because, you know, sometimes people are like, they want it very blatant, like, oh, that's a Star Wars shoe. They don't want people to be able to see it and be like, okay, it's very clear. But then for other people, it's a thing of like, I want it to be Star Wars, but I don't want it to be so much Star Wars that like everyone can tell right off the bat. I want it to be a subtle thing. And so I understand that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this look at the Adidas Crazy ones or the Kobe ones. And hopefully you guys will be back for some more Star Wars shoe review content here shortly. But until then, guys, peace, and I'll see you around later.